What's up, YouTube? So today we're going to be doing a power steering pump on this 2006 Pontiac Grand Prix GXP. This is the same procedure for the 05 through 08 Grand Prix GXP, the 06 and 07 Monte Carlo SS, I believe it's 06 through 09 Impala SS, and 08 and 09 Buick LaCrosse Super. So all of the 5.3 LS4 V8 motors. So let's get started. So you know you have a bad power steering pump if it's very hard to steer, or if you have that whine under the hood like and yeah, this needs to be replaced. Hi Tony, this is Tony's car we're working on. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. First thing we're gonna do is take the serpentine belt off. Now, we do not have the proper tool to get it off, but we have something that will properly get it off, and it works great. So the first thing we want to do to get it off is, you don't have to do this, but we're gonna take the tire off because it's gonna give us a lot of room and space that we would like to have. So where's our jack, Tony? Our jack's right here. We're gonna jack the car up. Unfortunately, we have to do this work in the street because dumpsters in the way of the garage. So jack the tire up, take the tire off, and I'll be back once I have that up and off the ground. Now we have the wheel off. So in order to get our belt off, I'm gonna use something a little different here. This is a, what is it, 4-inch? I think it's a 4-inch hose clamp. You need 4-inch or bigger. And what you wanna do is open this up as wide as it goes and put it right here, like this. Right over that, right over that. And this right here, in our case, is an 8mm. And we're gonna tighten this as tight as it goes, and it's gonna release all the tension on the belt. That should be enough. Look, this comes right off. Next thing we want to do is take our battery out to give us some space over here. Now, normally we will have our crash bar going from here to here, but that's already taken off for something that we were doing earlier. These are all 1, 2, 3 13mm bolts, and if you have it, this will be clipped into it. You just pull it out of the bar, and then we're gonna work to get our battery out. So in order to get our battery out, we're gonna have to take these 2 bolts off. These are 11mm. They are hand tight, so just take it off like that. And we also wanna use, what is this, 10mm, I think, to disconnect our battery terminals. Damn, how loose you want to go? All right, we have our battery terminals off. Now we just want to pick this fuse box up. This is a 1-person job, but 2 hands, it's never too bad. So pick the fuse box up and put this little tab on the power steering pulley, and he's gonna wiggle this battery out. There we go. No, we should do this first. We're gonna take this hose off with needlenose pliers. Had a brain fart. I'm like, damn, what do we do next? Squeeze that and pull it back. And because we actually did this recently, this should probably just come right off. Flat. You don't want to puncture it, bro, while you over there pushing. You know what we should have did? Siphon out all this damn power steering fluid. But whatever. All right, next thing we're gonna do is remove 1, 2, 3 bolts right here. These are I believe 13 millimeter. Let's see. Yeah, 13 millimeter sockets. So I'm gonna use our sideways ratchet here to remove those 2. Start with this top one here. It's so much easier with 2 of us doing it. Just do one constant video. Two. 3. These off to the side. Dun dun dun. He's gonna wiggle this pump out of the area it should be in, I guess, or bracket, whatever you want to call it. Oh, Monte Carlo SS. That's the one that old lady drives. Nice exhaust too. Grandma getting it. Oh, back to the video. Grandma's gonna give us an exhaust clip today. Ooh. All right. Now that he's wiggled this out, the next thing that we have to take off is this hose right here. This is an, I think, 18 millimeter. Let me go check first. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is take this power steering line off. This is a 2-person job because somebody needs to hold it while the other cracks it loose. You can do it by yourself, but it's easier to do 2 people. This is a 5/8 size wrench. So I just wanna. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Well, that cracked loose easy as hell. So this is the part he's loosening right down there. All right, so now we have the pump all the way off. Now the next thing we have to do is get this pulley off the pump itself. We're gonna go to AutoZone and rent the tool that helps us do that. And Tiara's gonna stay here and watch the garage for us because she's such a good friend. All right, let's go. All right, so we just rented this puller/installer kit from AutoZone, part number 27031 for $40. It is very simple to use. So let's open this up here. Yeah, get his ass over here. And let's get started. So all we need for this is this piece here, or 3 pieces, and this one right here. So we want to get this all the way down to the bottom. All right, so down to the bottom like that. Set it there. Put this around it. Now, wait, is it the right way? Yeah. So that's gonna go around like that. Put that around there, and then we're gonna hold this in this position and screw this part end, and it's gonna pull the pulley off. All right, so this part here is 21mm wrench. Just gonna stick that in there like that and hold it in place. And this part is a 19. Other way. Pop. Easy as that. Easy peasy. Easy peasy, easy peasy. All right. Now this is giving us problems, so we just throw it at him. Throw it at our worst enemy's face because we don't like it. All right, so these are our O-rings that we'll need to put back in. Put that to the side for now. We have our new pump here in this bag. This is also from AutoZone. And the one we will need is this one right here, and this piece, of course. All right, so let's take this out of there. We could have did that last, but whatever. I don't really care. That cap also comes off here. Making sure it fit. All right, so to put our new pulley back on, obviously you want it to face the right way. Set that on top there. This here will screw in. We actually need this to be more up. So we're gonna screw this in here. It's kind of stiff. All right, so somebody, the last person, stripped our tool, so we're gonna half-ass use it. Hopefully it works. So you just screw this in as much as you can get it in. Then you wanna hold this in place with, I believe this is a probably 15. So this right here is an 18, and this right here is a 15. So we just need something that's going to hold this in place. All right, so we have our ratchet 15mm, and we have it in the reverse direction as if we wanted to unloosen it, and he's going to be turning this clockwise to press down on the pulley. All right, so we have the pulley. This should be flush as far as the pulley and the shaft itself. So once it's flush, you can go ahead and loosen this and then take this part out here. And that's how to put the what is it called? The pulley on the pump itself. Now we are ready to put this back in the car. All right, so first thing we want to do before putting this back in the car, this little O-ring here on the pump, I mean not the pump, the hose itself has to come off. We're gonna use a little flathead to get that off and replace it with this O-ring right here. All right, now that you put the O-ring on, you start to hand thread this back in there. Yeah, buddy. Is it even turning?
Mm-hmm. Real smoothly, actually.
This is real smooth?
That's right, yeah.
It's crazy because it looked like you're struggling.
No, because you know you gotta just tweak it a little bit for it to turn. It's turning. It's good enough for now. It just needs the wrench.
YouTube don't settle for that. Good enough.
Good enough for the wrench now.
We don't settle for good enough. It's that 5/8 one, I think, wasn't it? he's just gonna tighten this here with that 5/8 wrench. All right, so he just tightened this all the way with the wrench. Now we are ready to put it back in the car. You want to stand over here? Or you want me to stand over here? So we just want to try and line up 3 holes here. Back on this side. That hose is stuck right there.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Just be careful not to rip it like he's about to.
It's already ripped.
Huh?
It's already ripped.
I'll say, oh, wait. Because you could bring this back a little more. All right, so after he struggled,
All right, well.
you just have to line up the bolts and put them back. Up there. I'm standing over here for this one. So, which one you doing first?
This is gonna be the hardest one. I gotta get the hardest one first.
So he's gonna start with the hardest one at the bottom. It's a little bent sideways, like this has to come back to the, yeah.
It's already caught. Now with the other two, it's gonna straighten out the other one.
I think you should start with this top one. Go on, it's up to you. This one in the way.
This literally needs to be held like that. No, you don't actually know.
Or you want me to put it?
Yeah. Tell me which way to go. You need this, right?
I need this.
Oh, this.
Wheel to turn.
Oh, well, you wanna...
I think you should do this top one first, bro. Oh, just because it's right here out in the open. All right, we're gonna take this. All right, so line that up there. Back a little bit. There we go. Right there, right there. We're just gonna put that in a little bit just so that we can line up the other two. This one there. I think it's already in there. Yep, number 2 is lined up. Number 3 has no reason to not be lined up. All right, so we just tightened all 3 of the bolts in there. You just spun it to make sure it's not rubbing up against anything. Because if you put this on either too far or not far enough, it will rub against this water pump housing or assembly, whatever you want to call it, and cause the belt to shred off. Don't forget this too.
No. I have a question though.
All right, so what he's doing now is
Oh, the belt.
it goes under this pulley. All right. So he just put his belt back on. He's gonna tighten this or move this hose clamp back to where it should be. Right there. Perfect. Then you just want to check the belt, make sure every pulley has the belt on it. And after that, we can loosen the tensioner. That is good to go, brother. Sweet. Now our belt is nice and tight. And now we are ready to reinstall our battery. Tire back on, Tony. All right, let's put the battery back. It was way easier putting it back in. That's crazy. All right, put the fuse box back. Two 11mm bolts. All right. Next thing to do is to put our terminals back on the battery, but we're going to change this terminal here first. So I'm gonna do that in a separate video, and then I'll be back once we have this changed out. Sweet. All right, now that we have the car on the ground, we are ready to fill up our reservoir with power steering fluid. Ours is actually already full because we didn't really leak that much out. So we're gonna run the car and bleed the air out and make sure that it doesn't need any more power steering fluid. All right, so we are back with our battery terminals changed. Everything back together. We're filled up with power steering fluid. Now we're gonna start it up and see what happens. What up, bro? We have to change our harmonic balances. That is not good. So that is how to change the power steering pump. Thank you for watching.